So we must inquire into what is freedom. Is freedom choice? To choose between two cars, between two materials, to go where you want, to fulfill yourself at the expense of everybody else, right? I hope you're following all this. To try to become much more than what we are, better, nobler, wiser, more acquiring, more knowledge. So which is the whole process of becoming, which is called fulfilling. I must fulfill. I must have roots somewhere. You follow? The implication of all that is becoming. Not only physical becoming, from an employee to the owner, from an apprentice to a master, but also we feel becoming inwardly. I am this, I will be that. I am envious, greedy, violent. We'll use the word violent, that's good enough. We are violent. I will one day achieve non-violence, perhaps in a year or two, or perhaps at the end of my life when I'm just about to die. Right? And all this implies a psychological becoming. That's clear. And is there freedom in becoming? Do you understand my question? Or is freedom something entirely different? Please, together we are investigating, exploring. I am not explaining and you are just receiving. Together we are inquiring, which demands that you exercise your brain, not accept a thing, not accept whatever the speaker says. Therefore, the inquiry must be yours, not the speaker's. The speaker may just outline, put it into words, but the activity, the penetration must be on your part. So we are both sharing in this. Right? Not I put something forward with which you agree or disagree. That implies no sharing. But if we are both inquiring, probing, asking, doubting everything we think and feel, under its relationship to time, and see if that becoming prevents freedom, right? Are we together in this little bit? May I still more explain it? That is, if one is a teacher and who wants gradually to become a professor in a university, or an apprentice in any discipline, he's all the time attempting to become something, becoming more, becoming a greater expert, greater skill, greater knowledge. This limited energy given to a certain subjects is limiting. Therefore, that denies freedom. You understand? Are we together in this somewhat? Oh God, right. You see, we don't really demand freedom. We demand only within a limited area that I must do what I feel, I must act according to my like and dislike, and in that action I am free. I can choose between you and another, and so on. So all that activity is very, very, very limited. And that very limitation denies freedom. Of course. We are also verbally limited. Linguistically, I won't go into the question of linguistics. Linguistically, we are limited. Let's find out whether language limits freedom. You understand all this? Language, that is words, whether the speaker is using English, whether that language, words, condition the brain and therefore it becomes limited. Whether language conditions the brain. Right? Are you getting this? Or language doesn't limit the brain, condition the brain. You're inquiring. Please, I'm going to it with. I wish there were. Sorry, I don't wish. If there were only you and the speaker together, and not such a large audience, together, my friend and myself, then we can then discuss it very, very closely. And I'm going to do that, right? That is, you are represent my friend, and I represent the speaker. The speaker and the friend are discussing this question, which is does freedom lie in becoming something all the time? Does freedom lie in expressing your ambition? Does freedom lie in trying to fulfill your own desires? And the friend says, I really don't understand what the devil you're talking about. We are used to this. Our conditioning, our habit is this. We are always wanting to fulfill, to become, as in the outer world, also in the inner world. We must achieve something, otherwise there is no progress. And so on. My friend is saying this, countering everything I'm saying. The speaker is saying. And the speaker says, don't get so excited about it. Let's look at it together. When you are ambitious, both in the external world and in the psychological world, which ambition is the same, whether you're ambitious to become tremendously rich, or ambitious to reach near heaven, or illumination, or ambitious to become silent. Ambition is the same. And that ambition, the speaker is saying to his friend, is limiting, is not freedom. And we have misused that word freedom, which is each person trying to assert himself, aggressive, holding on to his opinion, judgment, evaluation, dogmas, creed, and so on. And all this we call freedom. And is that freedom? Right? My friend says, I begin to understand what you're talking about. I agree. I said, don't agree, but see the fact of it, the truth of it. Right?